At Oxford College of Business, we offer world-class business qualifications awarded by some of the best universities in the world. That's because all we do, all we are, is business education.
The Generalized Scheme of Preferences Plus facility allows developing countries duty and quota-free access to the 28-member European market. In 2010, the EU member states decided to withdraw preferential tariff benefits to Sri Lanka, citing significant shortcomings in respect of Sri Lanka's implementation of 3 UN Human Rights Conventions relevant for benefits under the scheme, including human and labour rights. However, in June last year, Sri Lanka reapplied to obtain the trade facility, and in January this year, the European Commission concluded that the country met entry criteria and proposed to restore the concession. In exchange, the country had to commit to ratify and effectively implement 27 international conventions on human rights, labour conditions, protection of the environment and good governance. Meanwhile, a resolution tabled in the EU Parliament to deny the GSP Plus facility to Sri Lanka was defeated in Brussels yesterday. Addressing a media briefing at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs today, Deputy Minister Dr. Harsha discussed the latest developments on Sri Lanka's application.
We
were granted the GSP Plus concession as a result of our efforts to adhere to democracy, good governance, human rights, as well as law and order. The government had anyway agreed to implement 27 international conventions. It would now be sent for the approval of 28 European Council of Ministers. We would get GSP Plus once all of these steps are being completed. So we wouldn't get the facility by tomorrow. I expect it will be granted by the 15th of May. We will be granted this facility for only 3 to 4 years. However, we would use this as the foundation to have a free trade agreement with the EU Commission.
The European Union is Sri Lanka's second largest trading partner, absorbing 31% of the country's exports in 2015. Textiles and clothing account for 61.9% of Sri Lanka's exports to the EU, followed by food products with 12.3% in 2016. According to the European Commission, EU imports from Sri Lanka have been relatively stable between 2007 and 2016, increasing only from $2,428 million to $2,870 million.
We cannot expect an economic development in the country without exporting our products. The EU market is the most important market for us. We are still exporting traditional products such as tea, rubber, apparel and gems. We haven't been able to diversify this traditional market because we could not compete with other nations which already had economic concessions to access the EU market.
Yeah, I mean, when we say diversify, the government is not going to direct companies to go into this sector or that sector. But what we need to do is to use more technology and use our resources to add value. We are trying to look at mineral extraction, but not only extracting minerals, but using those minerals to add value. How can you make titanium dioxide with ilmenite? We are exporting ilmenite by the ton. But if we can make titanium dioxide with that same ilmenite, then we can export it by the kilo. Now, we need technology to do that. So, we need foreign direct investments to do that. So, we are already discussing things like that. Then, wearable technology is something else. So, we are moving into higher tech products like that. On the other hand, services, financial services, logistics services, shipping related services. Now that Trinco will also come online with Hambantota. I mean, we are looking at we are going to revolutionize this place.